Welcome back to Enamored Risks! Because I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Anything stupid. I'll be fine. I punch in the next address on my phone. First location's a bust, but I'm not giving up. Not yet, anyway. The drive to the next site is pretty painless. Boring. Your destination is on the left. I look to my left as I drive past, noticing the no trespassing signs first. Maybe this is a bad idea. I change lanes, ready to get back on the highway and turn around. I feel kind of sad about it, though. I see a supermarket parking lot and flip off my turn signal, turning way too hard into the lot and earning myself an annoyed honk from braking out of nowhere. But really, whose fault is it that they were tailgating? I pull into a parking spot and turn off my car. Pulling up the map on my phone, it's only about a 10-minute walk back to the site. I came all the way out here. I'm going to at least look. I get out, grab my backpack, and lock up my car. And then I make double sure I locked it. It beeps at me, and I start my trek. Approaching the site, I notice the barbed wire wrapped around the top of this 6-foot-tall fence. Maybe I won't be able to get in? Circling around, there's no gate I can get through, but there is a patch in the top of the fence where the wire is broken. Looking up at it, I try to remember the last time I climbed a fence. Maybe when I was a little kid? But I never even really did anything adventurous then, either. I grab the chain link, stick my foot in, and carefully pull myself up and on top of the fence. Take it slow. Don't get scratched. If I have to get a tetanus shot and it runs through my parents' insurance, they're gonna know I was up to something. Very carefully, I get my feet under me and hop down. Ouch! Note to self, don't do that again. Ow. I wait for the pain in my feet to dissipate, and then carefully stand up, walking over to the building. I enter through the door at the back, wincing as it creaks. I step inside, letting the door close behind me. The floors are covered in dust and dirt, and I've never been somewhere so quiet. Even if I'm the only one here, it feels criminal to let my footsteps make noise. I approach the front of the building, spotting old, water-damaged posters on the wall for group activities. On the front desk, there's files, old pens. A keyboard was left behind. You could almost believe this was ready for another day of work, another day of treating patients. I take some pictures as I walk, careful not to disturb anything. I feel like time stopped here long ago, and I don't belong as someone from the present. I walk down the next hallway, peeking into the rooms. There's still beds in them, somehow. Some made, some stripped. Stubby wooden pencils lay on top of ancient pads of paper. I wonder, when I become a nurse, if I'll ever end up working somewhere like this. What I read online said that it was a psych ward for adults. But so much of it feels child-proofed. Yeah, that's psych wards. I understand why, but it's strange nonetheless. I don't know if I could work somewhere like this, actually. No one goes to a hospital because they want to, but especially no one comes to a place like this because they want to. Hey! Is someone here? This is the police! Crap. Think. The rooms, the doors don't have locks. I quickly slip inside the closest room and carefully close the door as quietly as possible. Pulling off my backpack, I crawl under the bed and pull my backpack in, hugging it close to my body. I squeeze my eyes shut, heart thudding in my chest. I can't get caught. Footsteps. Hello? Is anyone here? I feel like all the air has left my lungs. I've never been this scared in my life, but I focus on listening as the footsteps continue and then fade into the distance. They get louder again, passing the room I'm in, until I hear the sound of the door at the front open and close. It's quiet again. I crawl out from under the bed, standing and putting my backpack back on. I dust myself off, and this time I'm much more careful about getting back out of here. Back in my car, I take a minute to just sit there and catch my breath before pulling out my phone and opening a DM to the account. There's some text from my parents waiting, but I'm not going to try to reply to those right now. Selecting the pictures, I send them all before locking my phone, tossing it on the passenger's seat. It's easy enough to get back home from here. For the first time ever, Finn is there before me. I wave to him and then stop. I don't think I've ever seen him look like this either. As I take my seat, he doesn't acknowledge me. Instead, he's just messing with his phone. I wonder what's eating him. Class is hard to focus on, and it doesn't seem like Finn's focusing much either. I don't think he's looked away from his phone for more than a minute. Okay, putting away my notebook, my pen. I need to talk to you. What? Okay. He doesn't budge as the classroom empties out, and neither do I. This is intimidating. What the heck were you doing? Excuse me? I saw the photos. What were you doing? Photos? Oh my god. He's the one that runs the account? It's your account? Is this what you meant about doing outdoor stuff? Look, yes, but that doesn't matter. Did you go by yourself? Have you done this before? I did. Are you stupid? I am not. I was fine. Do you realize how dangerous it is to mess around in abandoned buildings? You could have gotten yourself killed. Well, you're the one with the account that says, come find us. That gets him to stop talking long enough for me to keep going. I didn't get hurt because I'm not stupid. I was careful. I didn't disturb anything. I didn't get hurt. We'll just leave out the part about almost getting caught by the police. Do you go by yourself? If he's being a hypocrite. Dang it. No, I don't. I go with a couple of friends. Then if you're so concerned about what I'm doing, I take a breath. You should let me come with you. The way he's staring at me, I can't tell if he's mad, shocked, or just thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe not having real conversations with anyone for months made me crazy. But after a moment, he sighs and rubs his face. Fine. I'll ask if they're okay with it. I'd rather you come with us than go off by yourself again. Oh. I think I didn't expect him to agree to this. I don't even know what to say. I'll text you. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Don't go off exploring anything else in the meantime. I won't. My heart is thundering in my chest. I didn't know I could be this kind of person. I've been feeling weirdly anxious the past couple of days. I really didn't expect Finn to be involved with the account. Alex, he is the one person we have met. I am not surprised in the slightest. I know I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but, well, I did. Not that I know what I expected from him, but it wasn't this. But he probably didn't expect this from me, either. Bzz. I look at the notification on my screen, and for once I don't feel stressed. I feel excited. It's not a number I have in my phone, but it says it's Finn. He's texted me a couple of times before, but since it was just for study meetups, I never really bothered to add him to my contacts. I open the message, excitement bubbling within me as I read over it. He wants to meet at a coffee shop today. Do I have time? I close the textbook that's open on my desk. I have time. I text back that I can meet them and then add Finn's number to my phone. I wonder what his friends are like. I'm a little early, I think. This place is cute, and it smells nice. I walk up to the counter, looking over everything on the menu. Seems like mostly normal things you can get at any coffee shop. The raspberry mocha sounds nice, though. And they have milk alternatives. Can I get something started for you? Oh, can I get the raspberry mocha with almond milk? He writes in a flurry across the cup. Do you want whipped cream on that? No, thank you. You got it. Can I get a name? Alex. He stops and blinks at me. Are you here to meet Finn by any chance? I am. Is this one of his friends? Nice to meet you. I'm Paxton. I'm on the clock right now, but I'll be over to join you guys soon. While I make your drink, you can go meet Zena over there. He gestures to a pretty girl sitting at a table in a corner with her headphones on. Okay, what do I owe you? Don't worry about it. It's on the house. I'll bring it over in a few minutes. Oh, thank you. I stuff the cash I had in my hand into the tip jar and walk over to the table he gestured to. The pretty girl, Zena, notices me and looks up. Can I help you? I'm here to meet Finn, and, Paxton said I should just come over here. Oh, hey, Alex, right? Is it short for something? She softens immediately, pulling her headphones off and patting the seat next to her. Oh, no, it's just Alex. My parents thought they were getting a boy, and they got me instead. But they didn't like any of the feminine variations, so it's just Alex. Heh, cute. I can feel my cheeks get hot. Usually people just think it's weird. She thinks it's cute? Is it cute? Anyway, Finn will show up eventually. He probably overslept, or he got distracted doing his eyeliner. You know how that goes. The way Zena just moves on with the conversation snaps me out of my embarrassment. I think about how the most I've ever done is sloppily apply a little with a pencil, so no, I don't know. But the day I saw him sleeping, it did look pretty good. Oh yeah, It's nice to meet you, by the way. Likewise. Her attention shifts to her phone and she scowls. Don't leave me on red when you're late, jerk. She rolls her eyes and puts her phone on the table. So, you went out to that old hospital by yourself? Yeah, I went to another one too, but it was locked up. I don't know how to pick locks. I'm glad you don't. If you got caught, you could have gotten charged with breaking and entering on top of trespassing. Can't play dumb like you didn't know you were trespassing when you also broke in, after all. Oh. That makes sense. I think Finn knows how to pick locks, but seriously, don't do it. Though, she's burning holes into her phone now. Sometimes I can't help but think it might be a useful skill to have. For when your idiot friend is incapable of being on time for anything. I have decided that I am never ever going to upset Zaina. Ever. Hey. I jump a bit as he takes the seat next to me, across from Zaina. Where did he come from? So, what's your excuse? I was too comfortable to get up. You're a jerk sometimes, you know that? You never miss a chance to remind me. I would be worried, except Finn doesn't seem at all put off by Zaina's irritation. He might even enjoy needling her. Zaina looks ready to say something else when Paxton sets down a mug in front of her. And a mug in front of me. Sorry about the wait. It's fine, thank you. Zaina doesn't say anything, but she's holding the mug up close to her face, and she looks like she's in heaven. Paxton walks away again, before returning a moment later with 2 more mugs. I knew it was a good move not to go on break until you showed up. I wasn't that late. Anyway, me being late isn't what the topic is. Maybe it should be. Nah, telling Alex about what we do is way more exciting. I keep my mouth shut, not wanting to get on Zaina's nerves by agreeing with Finn, and not wanting to be a third person on Finn's back about being late, even though he was pretty late. Besides, I don't want her running off to do this stuff on her own again. I wasn't going to. Good. So, where do we want to... I need to nail down voices that aren't just slight variations of each other. So, where do we want to start? The basic rules would be good, I guess. He drums his fingers on the table for a moment before continuing. So, generally, you don't actually break into places. The hospital you went to was unlocked, right? That's fine, but breaking and entering is a bad idea. I told her that already. It's never a bad reminder. What else? Oh, you know how at parks they always tell you, take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints? Same rule applies here. You want it to look like you were never there. You'll find cool stuff sometimes, but you leave it for the next explorers to find. That makes sense. I think taking photos is the best part, personally. There's something cool about capturing the process of urban decay on film. Or a memory card. Zaina laughs a bit at that. These days, yeah. I did really like seeing all the photos on your account. That's what really inspired me to go and try it for myself. By yourself. And I won't do it again. Lesson learned. Good. I'll stop bringing it up. Maybe. Really though, the idea is that if you get hurt or something goes wrong, someone can go get help or call 911 for you. Which, speaking of 911, sometimes we run into people when we're exploring. Sometimes they're cops. They've been cops more than once. Even so, don't run. Sometimes we've hidden, sometimes we're just up front that we're exploring and taking pictures. But if you run, there's a good chance you're going to get hurt, or they're going to think you're doing something like vandalism. But we're only taking pictures of that. So I just realized I accidentally gave them the voices of Trevor, Sypha, and Alucard from the Castlevania anime. And on that realization, I need to end this episode. Bye-bye. I didn't even mean to.